Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again in the gold market. So in the gold market right now, it's a bit sophisticated situation. It's a bit tricky because there are some components exist in our trading plan, and the major of them is the possible double repo pattern on the weekly chart. Yes, the reaction up, although we have expected it, but it exceeded all expectations concerning the possible target of this bounce. So it's definitely, gold has shown some really overextended reaction on the rumors around the Italy debt. So although we talked about it in the weekly report, that's one of the concern of the European Union market. So the third largest economy in the European Union could meet the real problems with the debt and with the bonds. So it has too large budget deficit and national debt, and it really could become the problem for Italy and for European Union. So we have mentioned it, but and yes, it was some concern was announced also in by European politicians that really has triggered this prediction. But I don't really remember, guys, last time when the gold shows kind of reaction on some rumors on Italy debt, or any other debt in the European Union. So it's a bit really strong action, and I suppose that here we have some background on the speculative action by the market makers. So probably they saw this make the market thin and a lot of stops, and they just add some fuel to this action, to the news, to grab these weak positions on the gold market. That has led to a real significant up prediction, because overall the event that was the reason for this action is not so valuable, as doesn't match the value of this event, doesn't correspond to the reaction on the market on this event. But still, guys, every time when we see this up prediction on the gold market, should keep in mind the possible double repo pattern on the weekly chart. And theoretically, although we have mentioned the big difference between these bottoms, for double repo it would be better if this bottom will be a bit closer to this one. But in general, sometimes it happens that double repo also has 618 support as the second bounce. This also sometimes happens. And if market will close weak at the area where it stands right now, again theoretically we will get the confirmed double repo buy pattern on the weekly chart, and that will tell us something. At the same time, guys, on the daily chart, by the recent action, we have the bearish grabber that has been formed here, and the grabber itself suggests taking out of these lows. Although this is the weaker example of the grabber because it stands against the previous action, but still this is the pattern, and we should keep it in consideration. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we still have the catalyst triple to sell, although we yesterday have talked about AB equals CD triple two pattern. The market has reached the XOP target of this A, B, C bottom, and theoretically this is also bearish pattern. But what reaction will be on this pattern? Either 30% retracement, the market indeed will reverse down. But personally, guys, I do not want to sell after this action that we see right now in the gold market. I would prefer to see what will happen, and see what will happen within the following sessions, what price action will be. So currently, guys, I think that if you would like to trade something in the gold market, you probably need to drop your time frame even lower and see for the small patterns that you could take for within the hour and two, just very fast trade and out. So because it's really very fragile equilibrium right now, depending on what will happen. If you'll take a look at the hourly chart, actually, guys, for this week, the 3x3 weekly moving average stands at 1196, and that the level that will determine whether we will get double repo on the weekly or not. So market even could show this retracement down, but if it stands above this area, we will get the confirmed double repo buy pattern. and take a look. This is confidence support. So in such circumstances, personally, and given this rally on the background, personally, I don't want to take the short position. At the same time, the context for taking the long position is also insufficient right now, because we do not have yet the confirmed pattern on the weekly, and still 3 sessions till the end of the week still. And I prefer to get some clear patterns that point on possible upward continuation. So, and this makes the situation on the gold market it's a bit tricky. Besides, we have the bearish grabber on the daily. That's also still stands there. And we see that situation, but it should be resolved. At least the market should exceed this top and taking out this top to erase this grabber. So, putting it all together, my opinion is that currently, if market doesn't correspond to expectations that you have, particularly speaking, we were waiting for this AB equals CD retracement, if you remember. So here is minor action has followed, but later we even haven't got any chance to go long, go short, because market has moved through the all targets of the butterflies that we have here with no respect. It just was straight upward action. And if market behaves a bit different compared to what you have expected, it's better to wait and see what will happen.